Before you ask, I'm trying out new hairstyles, so don't judge. Welcome back to Goldilocks original channel. I am Rose, as you probably should know by now, and today is my writer's notes part 2, and I'm actually really proud of myself at the moment because I've jumped to like 19,000 words that I've been stuck on for like, it was 18,000 words I think. I was stuck on it because as you already know probably by now, I've been stuck with inspiration and everything, and I've been feeling really with writing, and I haven't felt the motivation to write, and suddenly over the last couple of days, I think there's some contributing factors to it, but over the last few days or week now, I've actually been writing a lot. I'm really proud of myself, so I'm like, yay! Like someone should do like a cheerleading thing for me, but please don't. I think what's gotten me to write a lot more recently has because of that I've been getting fit or getting more healthy recently, and I think, you know what they say, like a healthy mind is good for inspiration. I've forgotten what the actual term is, but I'm actually starting to realise the more healthy I am, the more inspiration I get, and I think that's actually really good on both sides really. So yeah, healthy mind, inspiration, creativity comes, or whatever. I need to come up with a really good quote for that or something. I've been meditating before I go to sleep. I know that sounds really weird, well, it might not seem weird to some people, but because I've been trying to get more positive recently. I've been trying to get more motivated in that way. So and since I've been doing that every time I go to sleep, well, not every time, I've stopped for the last couple of days because life, but I've been trying to get into it, and over the last couple of days while I was really writing, I was meditating before I went to sleep, and I felt more positive in that light and more motivated. So I think that's another factor to it, and also I've just been feeling generally more positive about myself and about how I write. So you know, I've gained a lot more confidence in my writing, so I think that's another thing as well. Also, I feel like I've put some pressure off myself, if that makes sense, not just in the writing context, but also in just general life, that I felt in areas that I felt pressured in. I sort of changed it. I sort of got rid of it, or sort of lessened the pressure, or just became more of myself. I think that's what led my inspiration to come out a bit more, because since I'm finally sort of accepting myself, or seeing things in a new perspective, or, you know, just really actually feeling what I need to feel, my inspiration is now coming out. Does that make any sense? I'm just dribbling here. Writing factor though, life aside, I've come up with some general rules for myself. If a paragraph doesn't sound right, or if a word isn't the right word but I'm describing it but I have to find the actual word, or if a word is spelt wrong but I can't figure out how to actually spell it and Google isn't helping, I sort of highlight it in the colour red instead of black, so when I go back into editing drafts and everything, I can go back and I find the word and, you know, I'll sort it then. So I think that's been a useful tool, and I felt less pressure in that area as well. I've also done some more character bios for my characters. Well, I wouldn't say more, but I would say it's sort of still the same, but I've added more details a little bit. I'm now seeing the picture a little bit together, if that makes sense, of the first novel. I know how it's going until the end of chapter 6 a little bit. Like, I know how chapter 5 is going to go a little bit, and until the end of chapter 6, then I don't know. But I think as long as I keep going on, the picture will get clearer and clearer as I go on. For me, I know how the book's gonna end. I know how the series is as a whole, what events are gonna happen in each book, but I don't know like the mini events are gonna happen. So that's what I mean by the picture of how to get to those big events. There's got to be small mini events. I hope it makes sense because I'm just rambling. Another thing I think was really useful for me is when I was finally on chapter 6, I was just like to myself, okay, what the hell's gonna happen in this chapter? I knew I was gonna follow a certain character, but I didn't know how to open it up. First, I wrote what I wanted the setting to be like and what kind of like location it was, and then like 5 paragraphs in, I read it over, I was like, oh, that's crap. So I just deleted it all, and I just sort of restarted it, and I think that was really good in that aspect, that I wrote down what was happening or who was in the scene. Since it was crap, I rewrote it and it was a little bit more better. I think it's still a little bit generally crap, but I'm still getting used to the world that I'm creating in my head, so I don't really know how to describe things yet. So once I'm going back through my editing and I know the world a bit more, I may go back to it and just change it around or make it more intense that I want it to be and more dark. Because the 5th chapter is called, hold on, I've got to scroll down, it's called, you should probably saw it on my Instagram, I just can't remember. In the Darken Lands. There was going to be another name for the chapter, but I just completely forgot what the name was. So until that name comes back to me, it's called In the Darken Lands. And I can't believe that I've actually gotten to this place now, because I thought, God, I'm never going to get past chapter 4. I can't think of what to write now, even though I know what's technically going to happen. I think it's just, even though you know what's going to happen, you need the inspiration and motivation to come. And even though I was really frustrated myself over the summer because I wasn't writing as much as I wanted to do, I also told myself I have to be patient, because I can't force the inspiration or motivation to come out as much as I would like to. I'm actually just really genuinely proud of myself, because I've now reached up to, because I think it was 21,000 words what I posted on Instagram, and now I'm close to coming up to 23,000 words, so I'm really proud of myself in that aspect. Yeah, and I think my advice in this writer's notes is just, if you're not feeling motivation or any inspiration, just look at your life at the moment. Like, what is bringing you down in a way? Like, is it work? Is it university? And then look in those aspects of your life and see what you can change and what you can't, or try and get a new perspective on those sort of things, so you can sort of feel a lot less pressure in those areas. Or if it's regards to your health, like you don't think you're eating well or you don't think you're very fit, then try and boost up, try and change your eating habits, try and be more fit. And as you get into like a sort of a routine, but you can't really have a very good routine because you can't really control life, try and get into a routine in a way that you're eating healthy every day, you're jogging every day, or working out every day, or sometimes of the days, because I sort of work out every day, but some days I do miss just because I just haven't got the energy. So like, do something that you can do things that you can do every day, and let life and your body and your mindset sort of catch up, and the inspiration will come, if that makes any sense. Like, give it time. You don't think as soon as you eat healthy food or as soon as you start running you're going to get inspiration, because that didn't work out for me. You know, just generally let yourself feel things as well, because I think another thing that I've dealt with this summer is that all the repressed emotions that I've kept inside, not in the last year but over the last probably 10 years, has sort of started to resurface, and those are a number of factors really, but I'm now starting to tell myself it's okay to feel these things, and I'm allowed to feel these things. I'm human, and not only will that benefit you, it will also benefit your inspiration in writing, because I was repressing those memories, those feelings I mean, my inspiration wasn't getting any emotion either. So that sort of affected my writing as well. Don't stress about things, but don't be afraid to feel them, because that's where your inspiration comes from, your emotions and everything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop right now before I blabber on with anything else. Let me know if you guys have any more tips for me that I haven't said in this video, like any writing tips that you think that can help my inspiration and everything like that, and what I can do to put less pressure and stress on the editing side of things as well. That'll be great advice as well. Yeah, so leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.